The 5 best home weather stations give you a better weather report. The weather app on your phone isn't as accurate as you might assume. If you really want to know exactly what's going on outside each day, you should try recording some data yourself. Home weather stations check meteorological conditions several times per minute, generating a much more detailed look at what Mother Nature planned right outside your door. There are plenty of reasons why you might need a better, more specific weather report. Gardeners and farmers need to track temperatures and rainfall to monitor their harvests. Planning to buy a solar generator for your home? A weather station can help you chart solar radiation so you can see how many panels you'll need to power all your appliances and electronics. Number 5. Ambient Weather WS 5000 Weather Station. The Ambient Weather WS 5000 is one of the most fully featured weather stations available. While the base package doesn't include a lightning detector, you can add 1.5 dozen other optional sensors. All the sensors I tested were accurate, though you should keep in mind that all the optional sensors require their own batteries. The only moving part in the WS 5000 is the tipping bucket rain gauge. That dramatically improves its durability for most applications, especially compared to cheaper models like the WS2902. That's one of the reasons why I recommend the WS 5000 over the Tempest if you need accurate rainfall measurements. The biggest drawback with the WS 5000 is price. It originally cost $300, which was fairly affordable. The price has inflated to $450, so now it's fairly expensive. That said, if you want to track more than the standard weather measurements, this gives you the ability to create your own custom kit. Number 4. Davis Instruments Vantage Pro 2 Plus Weather Station with WeatherLink Console. The Davis Vantage Pro 2 is a classic. The brand's flagship weather station has been around for 20 years. In all that time, the sensors inside haven't changed much, but Davis introduced a new and improved console, the WeatherLink, 2 years ago. With that bright, readable screen, Davis added smart home connectivity and data sharing. Both are huge improvements. Prior to the update, you needed to use a wire dongle to connect it to the internet. In some ways, it still has a long way to go. Its smart home support is limited to Alexa integration, for example, but it is easily the most attractive weather station I've seen. Here's the thing. As basic as these upgrades sound, the Vantage Pro 2 remained a popular choice without them. Davis Instrument stations are known for their legendary accuracy. You won't find a more precise station on the market. Of course, with a starting price around $1,000 and fully decked out models surpassing $2,000, you'll pay for it. Number 3. Netatmo Weather Station. One of the first smart weather stations, the Netatmo includes 2 sensors: a battery-operated outdoor tower that tracks temperature, humidity, and barometric pressure, and an AC-powered indoor one that goes beyond competitors to monitor CO2 and sound levels. It is expandable, though not in a great way. You have to extra for a rain gauge, $54, and anemometer, $80, which I think are core sensors. All of the sensors, core and expanded, were generally accurate in my tests. This makes Netatmo more expensive than many of my other recommendations, but it's worth the spend if you have an Apple HomeKit-based smart home setup, as it's one of the few home weather stations that support the technology. Unsurprisingly, for a station that prides itself on smart home integration, there's console on this unit. You can access your data through the Netatmo weather app, its website, or via Amazon and Apple smart speakers. I don't find that to be an issue. Both are well designed with easy access to historical data and graphing tools. Number 2. Ambient Weather WS 2902 Weather Station. The Ambient Weather WS 2902 is easy to install, and the current model features an improved console that's much more readable than its predecessors. While it doesn't have lightning detection capabilities like the Tempest, it has just about everything else and costs significantly less. I was shocked at how accurate the sensors are for a budget weather station. It works almost as well as some much more expensive model. It has some drawbacks. It isn't expandable and needs batteries for the sensor suite, but those are small caveats for a sub-$200 station. Number 1. WeatherFlow Tempest Weather Station. Despite a lot of new competition, the Tempest weather system remains the best overall station for most uses. Powered entirely by the sun, it has no moving parts, including a sonic anemometer and haptic rain gauge. While the haptic rain gauge was initially inaccurate, the technology has improved over time. If you have issues with rain gauge accuracy, this video might help. The Tempest has a feature called Nearcast Rain, NC Rain, which estimates local rainfall based on measurements from your device and other nearby tempests, as well as other proprietary data, such as radar. The system has improved over time. Its most significant errors usually occur around the heaviest rainstorms. Ultimately, though, I found the sensor is generally more accurate if you turn NC Rain off. Overall, the Tempest is competitively priced and features some of the best lightning detection I've seen in a home weather station.